Hello, everyone. Today, we invite you to return to the simple rural life, a place without the hurried sound of car horns, where there is only a gentle breeze, warm sunlight, and a slow, peaceful rhythm of life. In this countryside, each family grows a few beds of green vegetables. Not too much, just enough to eat, enough to use, and enough to bring a sense of inner peace. Young mustard greens, water spinach, scallions, coriander are carefully tended every day by familiar, hard-working hands. The countryside soil may not be fancy, but the vegetables grow lush and green, clean and fragrant with the scent of earth and sky. At this time, the Lunar New Year is drawing very near. The weather is slightly chilly, with morning mist, and in the afternoon, a gentle wind passes through bamboo rows and areca palms by the village paths. Villagers begin preparing for their Tet, starting from the smallest things. Harvesting a few bunches of vegetables, cleaning the garden, saving the freshest produce for the Tet family meals. Here, vegetables are not just food, but the result of diligence, the joy of stepping into the garden each morning, a feeling of abundance even when life remains simple. Looking at the green vegetable beds in front of the house, we suddenly feel that Tet is very close. Not noisy, not extravagant, just a warm Tet, beginning from the soil, from the garden, from the simplest things. Such is rural life, slow yet deeply calming, simple yet enduring. In the slightly cold air of year's end, people's hearts grow warmer through togetherness, through meals made from vegetables grown by their own hands. Thank you for taking the time to listen, to feel this small, peaceful corner of the countryside before the new year arrives. May you always be safe and at peace, and may you find joy in the simplest things in life. Tet, the place where family returns. As the year draws to a close and the first cool winds drift into the countryside, people know that Tet is no longer far away. The chill is not harsh, just gentle enough to make hands tremble slightly when touching well water in the early morning, gentle enough to slow the rise of kitchen smoke, letting it linger beneath moss-covered roofs. The village road remains the same, narrow and familiar, but as Tet approaches, it suddenly becomes livelier. Those who have worked far from home return, vehicles stopping in front of old gates, cheerful greetings echoing through the peaceful space. Houses that have been quiet all year now keep their lights on longer, as if waiting for familiar footsteps to come home. In the small house at the end of the hamlet, grandmother still wakes up early, just as she has for decades. She lights the stove, places a kettle on the fire, and slowly sweeps the yard. Each steady stroke of the broom seems to follow the rhythm of time itself. She says the house must be cleaned thoroughly before the children and grandchildren return, so it will feel warmer and more welcoming. On the porch, grandfather sits repairing an old bamboo basket. His hands are rough with age, yet every movement is firm and practiced. He speaks little, but his eyes are always turned toward the village gate. He never says it aloud, but everyone knows. He is waiting for the children to come home. Throughout the year, each person lives in a different place. Some struggle to make a living in the city, others work far away. Life carries them along with worries and responsibilities, leaving only brief phone calls to ask after one another. But Tet is different. No matter how busy or exhausted they are, everyone tries to arrange a way back home. That afternoon, as the sun begins to set behind the bamboo grove, the sound of a vehicle stopping at the gate breaks the silence. Grandmother pauses for a moment, then quickly steps outside. Grandfather rises, brushing bamboo dust from his sleeves. The gate opens, and familiar faces appear one by one, bringing smiles and the weariness of a long journey. No long words are needed, just an embrace. A simple "I'm home." And that is enough. In that moment, the distance of an entire year seems to vanish. The small house suddenly fills with warmth, not only from the fire glowing in the kitchen, but from laughter echoing through every room. The days leading up to Tet in the countryside are always busy, yet joyful. Early each morning, the family goes out to the garden together. Beds of green mustard, herbs, scallions, and coriander, carefully tended for months, are now ready to harvest. Mother says that Tet meals must include homegrown vegetables to truly taste like home. Father repairs the fence and sweeps the yard. The children run around, half helping, half playing. Grandmother sorts sticky rice and mung beans, preparing to wrap cakes. Fresh green dong leaves are washed and neatly arranged on an old bamboo tray. The kitchen fills with the fragrance of new rice, leaves, and wood smoke, blending into a scent that belongs only to Tet. When night falls, the pot of cakes begins to boil. The whole family gathers around the fire. Adults tell stories of the past, of Tet's long ago when life was harder, when there were only a few cakes and a single new outfit, yet everyone felt happy. The children listen with wide eyes, eagerly waiting for morning to wear new clothes and receive red envelopes. The firelight illuminates familiar faces. Shadows dance on the walls, carrying memories of many Tets before. Some people are no longer there, but their stories are still told softly, with deep affection. On the morning of the first day of the new year, everyone wakes early. The air is fresh and cool. Incense smoke curls gently above the ancestral altar. The family stands together in quiet reverence, hands clasped. No one speaks much. Yet each heart holds its own wish for peace in the coming year, for parents' good health, for harmony and sufficiency among the children. The Tet meal is laid out. It is not extravagant, but every dish is rich with the flavor of home. Plates of green vegetables, steaming soup, familiar braised dishes, each prepared by the hands of family members. The meal is eaten more slowly than usual, with more conversation, more laughter. Outside, the first sunshine of the new year falls softly on the yard. Children's laughter mingles with New Year greetings drifting from house to house. The village seems dressed in a new garment, lively, yet still holding on to its quiet charm. Tet days pass gently. No one is in a hurry. People take time to be together, to ask, to listen. Small stories, seemingly ordinary, bring warmth that lasts throughout the year. Then Tet comes to an end. Each person prepares to return to their own life once more. On the morning of departure, grandmother stands at the porch, repeating familiar reminders. Grandfather remains at the gate, watching until the vehicle disappears from sight. The house returns to its usual stillness. Yet inside, the echo of Tet remains. In the kitchen, the scent of cakes and smoke lingers. In each heart, memories of reunion glow warmly, like the fire of the last night of the year. Tet, in the end, is not about grandeur. Tet is about returning, about knowing that no matter how far one goes, there is always a place to remember, to love, and to come back to. And family is that place. A place where each passing Tet leaves behind a gentle imprint, one that we carry with us through the long year ahead. Phiên bản tiếng Anh tối ưu cho giọng đọc documentary. Chia đoạn theo cảnh để dựng video 8-10 phút, bản rút gọn cho học sinh, so sánh song ngữ Việt-Anh để dạy học. Thầy cứ nói, em sẽ chỉnh tiếp đúng mục đích sử dụng nhé.